Now, how do we fix the Awall effect? I already explained to you what it is. That is having ability without output or leverage. What are the fixes for fixing this Awall, regardless of who you are, regardless of what your industry is? 3 simple steps. These steps can vary, the details within each one, of course, based on who you are and what you're doing. Number 1, starting point of all success, starting point of all achievement, starting point of all failure, the starting point of all mediocrity, and the ending point of all the above is your mindset, the way that you think. In the sports world, in the entrepreneurial world, in the business world, in the relationship world, in every other world, the way that things go are determined by the way people think. You must get your mind right first. What does that mean, getting your mind right first? It means having the belief in your mind that you can actually achieve the goal. It's seeing the goal from the starting point, and it's making sure that you have the right mechanisms in place in your mind so that you can execute on whatever the plan may be. Because I guarantee you, to get out of the Awall effect, the plan is going to be a lot different than what got you into the Awall effect. And the biggest thing that stops most of you from making big change in your life, which leads to big success, is that your mind is not wrapped around the changes that need to happen. It's not that you don't know what the changes are. It's that simply mentally, emotionally, you have not yet accepted these changes. And until you accept the changes in your mind, you will never execute them with your flesh. Point number 2, the roadmap in reverse is what we call this. This is working backwards and deconstructing from the goal back to what you're doing right now, and understand that this plan, this roadmap is going to look a lot different than the roadmap that got you to where you are. And again, that is much more a mental and emotional challenge than it is a tangible challenge. Of course, you can do whatever the roadmap tells you to do, as long as you can read and write. The challenge for many of you is that you can't wrap your mind around doing it because it is so different from what you've been doing up to this point. And in my experience, the older you are, the harder it is for you to break this cycle, but it is not impossible. And number 3, the last part is the execution. Execute the plan. Some people call it running the play. I say it's just doing your damn job, showing up every day and doing the work, which is what I call discipline. That is what separates the pros from the amateurs. Amateur has the option of not showing up and doing their job if they don't feel like it, because nobody's paying them by definition. A professional, by definition, you're getting paid. As soon as you're getting paid, or you want to get paid, even if you're not a pro yet, if you want to get paid, you got to show up every day and do the job, even when you don't feel like doing the job. Why? Because with money comes an expectation, and with that expectation comes a mandate to show up and deliver consistently, even when you don't feel like delivering. I wrote an entire book around this concept. It's called The Third Day. You can get a copy of that book for free, but go on to thirddaybook.com, or just text me the number 3 to the number you see in my bio. You want to undo the Awall effect. This is your 3-step process. I made it sound very simple, and it is very simple, but for some of you, depending on what you got going on up here, it may not be easy. Good news is I coach people on exactly that, starting up here and ending up here. Text the number 3 to me, or text me the word power, same number. I'll show you how we can help you with this easy. Work on your game.